Today I'm redoing part 2 of how to make cannabis oil. My other part 2 had problems because I had a radio playing in the background and I couldn't correct it good enough for YouTube. So I'm redoing it. This is different oil. This oil started out with 150 grams of ground bud. I put 75 grams each into quart mason jars. Put it in the freezer for 3 days along with 1.75 liters of Everclear 190 proof. That's put in the freezer for 3 days, and I poured the alcohol into the quart jars and shook it gently for 2 minutes, then put it back in the freezer for 5 minutes, and shook it for 2, back in the freezer for 5, shook it another 2, poured it into the strainer, and then filtered it. And I ended up with about 1.5 liters of Everclear and cannabis oil. So now I'm evaporating this off. I've got it the temperature up to about 145, and that's fine enough. I'm not in a great big hurry. And I've got the fan blowing so you can see that it's disturbing the surface of the alcohol, which makes it evaporate faster. So anyway, I will put this on pause and come back when we get a little bit closer. Probably a lot closer. Oh, I forgot to say why I washed it that way, and that's to reduce the chlorophyll. So this is a lot cleaner, it's not real dark colored. As you get when you extract it with warm alcohol and warm marijuana. So anyway, this is just a cleaner looking version. Some people have a problem with chlorophyll because it affects your sensitivity to light. Some people, and if you're taking certain antibiotics that also cause that light sensitivity problem, like Bactrim or something, in combination with chlorophyll probably wouldn't be the wisest decision. So, there is some reason for it. I usually don't. I've eaten a lot of oil in the last couple of years that had plenty of chlorophyll in it, and it doesn't bother me at all. But this will taste better. If you're using a setup like this, you need to make sure that the water level is kept good so that it doesn't your pan that you're cooking in doesn't sit down on top of the other one without having the water in between. Especially doing this much, 1.5 liters. I didn't put it in all at once because it wouldn't float very well. But it did have a liter plus in it, and as it evaporates and it raises up, it doesn't displace as much water, and so the water level goes down. Plus it evaporates. Anyway, you just need to keep an eye on it. I just had to add quite a bit to it, but my pan wasn't touching the bottom yet. It's starting to thicken up. Still definitely got a ways to go, but it's getting there. So you can see where it was on the rim. Way up there when we started off. So it's going pretty quick. Might have been maybe a couple hours at the most. Alright, well, I'm going to go cook some dinner. Well, it's been a little while longer, getting a little more bevel and action going. Still have it at 151. 175 is the alarm. Well, I'll check back. Yeah, I just unplugged the fan too. It's not doing any good at this point with the oil as thick as it is right now. I just took a spatula and scraped it down so it concentrates more in a puddle instead of having it spread out. I use this fondue pot to decarb. Put the oil in this beaker, put it in here, raise the temp. And what's in there is, like those Crisco sticks. I'm not sure what they are. You know, it's garbage kind of oil, but it works for this. So anyway, I've got it out. I keep it in the refrigerator. So I've got it sitting out here. I'm going to warm up the oil. This is what the hash oil is doing. Still bubbling, but it's slowed down quite a bit. Still got a nice puddle there. I'll check back. Well, it's just about done. There's a few bubbles coming in here and there, but I'm going to be putting this in my beaker here pretty soon and getting a weight on it. So I scraped the pan pretty much. There's always some left in it from each batch. This is warming up. This is the oil we're going to decarb it in. And here's our finished product. It's about, what was it? 26 grams. So 30 grams would have been 20%, so it's less than that. Probably close to 15. Looks like we might need to add a little bit of that cooking oil, whatever it is. Looks a little low. Okay, now we're decarbing. The temperature is 228 degrees. And this will be done about the time it stops bubbling altogether. And I'll wait till the very last bubble, because the chart that I've always gone by shows that the THC starts to degrade after that point. So that's what I'm going to do. After it's done decarbing, what I'm going to do then is to calculate how much coconut oil I'm going to infuse with it, and go ahead and put it in there and mix it up. Stick it in the refrigerator. Either that or I might do some ghee this time. I don't know if I have the energy to do ghee or not. It's not done. So I'll check back. Well, it's really pretty much slowed down to a crawl, and it is about the time I take it off. So, like I said, I would probably make 3 batches of cookies with this. So, I would put 3 times 115 grams of ghee or coconut oil in this, and then go ahead and weigh it out before making a batch. Just weigh out 115 grams plus a little bit for the oil, 120. So that way there's going to be about 7 grams, 7.5 grams probably, of cannabis oil to a batch of cookies. And we usually bake 28 cookies. So there you have it. Good luck.